And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And, Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Paul George, Russell Westbrook out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. 4 on the shot clock. Jackson misses. And here are the Clippers. Double team on Westbrook. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Westbrook. Kicks it out to Leonard from outside the arc. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Clock at 6. Pass to Zubac. The Clippers need to get off a shot. 17-foot shot on the way.
This is what Steven Adams is known for. A fantastic defensive player with terrific instincts.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Now, here's Westbrook following the miss by John Morant. Here's George. Zubac trying to break loose. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Westbrook.
This speaks to Westbrook's high level of awareness. Understands when one of his guys is wide open.
The Grizzlies with another miss. Outside for Jackson. And another miss by Memphis.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And Covington stays with it.
Tremendous activity from Covington, doing whatever he can to collect additional scoring opportunities.
Morant passes to Bain. From deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers. It's deflected. Adams with it. George picks him up. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Now here's Morant. He is hauled in by Paul George.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Here's George. Spins. Passes it to Zubac. It's hauled in by Adams. For Memphis, they've gone a paltry 0 of 6 from the field here in what's been a very difficult start for them. Morant. And Morant moves it down.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
And so here's Memphis. The Clippers getting the bucket. Morant finds Adams.
2 minutes remaining in the fight. 2 minutes.
Jackson against Covington. Jackson, that's good.
Love the shot selection Jaren Jackson has, especially from the interior. It's why he's so efficient.
Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
They get the rebound. Clippers leading by 5. 1:15 left in the first quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson.
First personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
The pass to Covington. Back to Westbrook. Covington setting the pick for Westbrook. To the middle. 2 free throws coming up. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The previous play is under review.
In real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David? Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The previous play is under review.
Everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him.
Westbrook kicks to Zubats. Outside Leonard. Zubats, a screen on Morant. Los Angeles with another miss. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Well, let's see how they play the clock.
Outside for Jackson. Pass to Adams. Back to Jackson. 26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Payne for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Outside Covington. Right side Westbrook. And the dunk by Westbrook.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Now here's Payne. And that does it for the first quarter. The Clippers on top. They're up by 5. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. We've got Russell Westbrook. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the point guard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Now Morant. And a wide open look for Payne. From outside, off the mark.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive play. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
It feels like Kawhi never takes a false step. Everything he does is with purpose.
Jackson down low. Defended by Covington. Good on that shot. With that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Jackson. Westbrook passes to Leonard. Driving in. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
The dribble drive, yet another tool in Leonard's extensive arsenal, earns him a trip to the line.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. Jacks up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Bain against Westbrook. Over in the corner, Zubac. Covington finds Zubac. And the rejection by Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. George with no one around. A 3-pointer is right on target. George has got 8 here in the quarter.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner. And he nails it. Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Covington kicks to George. Tries the spin move. Leonard on the wing. Inside. Leonard on the wing. Into the lane. And that one good. Leonard's got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles.
You can see the work Kawhi has put into his ball handling. Gets separation almost any time he wants.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Westbrook against Bain. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. To the wing right side. Conchar, the pass to Morant. Here's Conchar. Memphis moving that ball around. Bain finds Jackson. Here's Adams. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Covington setting the pick for Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Leonard on the wing. Outside Covington. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
14 foul.
Just 4 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Leonard. Hits the target from 18 feet. Leonard's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
The mid-range analytics do not apply to Kawhi. That's his shot.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly.
Grizzlies 20. The Clippers 30.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Kennard is out there with Williams. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Tillman in at the power forward. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Williams finds Brooks. Williams against Gordon. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Williams. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth. And it's not usually literal, but what's that look like on the floor? What do you feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They kind of checked out mentally, and I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
And the Clippers call time here in Los Angeles with some changes. Batum comes in for Gordon, and Amir Coffey is subbed in for Terrence Mann. Powell dishes to Plumlee. Passes it to Coffey. Back to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Kennard's shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 10.
And the NBA has favored three-point shooting here as of late,
which has made players like Luke Kennard very valuable in the process, GA. The lefty stroke of Kennard is a thing of beauty, and he shoots the three ball with such confidence.
Brooks the pass to Tillman. And it's Clark in the corner. Off target from outside. And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Here's Coffey. Kennard covering. Coffey passes to Morris. And he converts the layup. Morris has got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you inside, outside, and in transition. That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
On the wing, Morris. And Plumlee kicks to Morris. Back to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And he recovers it. Here's Clark. And slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Here's Coffey. Kennard covering. Here's Powell driving the lane.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Clark kicks to Kennard. Fires the three. No good that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the...
Oh, here he comes!
That was amazing. Look at the elevation.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Coffey passes to Powell. Shot clock at 6. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Memphis called for the foul.
Can't be too physical with Nicholas Batum. That's a recipe for fouling him and sending him to the line.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in.
You know what makes Nicholas Batum indispensable? When they need him in the paint, he's there. When they need him on the perimeter, he's there.
Off target from three-point range. Los Angeles leading by 15. Morris passes to Powell. Here's Coffey. left side, Batum. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
This is basketball 101. This is the size mismatch you look to create.
Here's Kennard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Beyond the arc. Plumlee with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Morris throws it down.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
To the inside. And Morris throws it down.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
And so it's Los Angeles sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter from the
Please give a big round of applause.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, Paul George is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 2.
Calling his own number, Russ is as confident a player as you will find.
Adams finds Jackson. Here's Adams. Zubac defending. Paul George with the steal. And here's Covington from the arc. The shot off that time. And it's Memphis the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Jackson. Here's Adams. Jackson passes to Morant. Here's Adams. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Leonard against Morant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant.
Second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
Yeah, sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
6 to shoot. Leonard, that's for 2. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Once Leonard gets going like this, look out. He's cooking and showing no signs of letting up.
Now the pass to Jackson. Adams trying to free himself up. Jackson misses.
Meeting right at the rim, he typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Kicks it out to Leonard. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Gonchar, the pass to Morant. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
I like when Ja forces the issue, especially in close where he's fearless.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Clippers.
Smart ball handling from them in this one, passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Looking at his percentages over the years, Kawhi is an elite 3-point shooter. I think Leonard deserves more credit for that.
Unloads. Here's Payne. And yes, it's good.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And Leonard gets it to go.
You see the focus from Kawhi. When he's deep inside, he's locked in on scoring.
Morant against Leonard. And finished off by Morant.
Dunks aren't always
for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Leonard dishes to Westbrook. Westbrook double team. Leonard kicks to Covington. No good on the triple. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Adams. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Morant surveying the D. Down low. Here's Jackson. Good D by Covington. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Clippers.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Leonard.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
A deep three from Leonard. The kick out to Westbrook. Trains it from beyond the arc.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Morant passes to Jackson. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Adams. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Spins. Pass to Zubats. This one for three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson finds Morant. Off target with his three. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our program.
guys jousting for position in this one. Brent, we've got two teams that can rebound with the best of them.
Yeah, when you have a physical game like this, BA, the one worry is there going to be a lot of fouls, because you don't want any of these guys out of the game with the way they control the glass.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the three. Count it. Good.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Here's Durant into the lane. 2 points. That one goes.
There's not much you can do. This is KD, ferocious on his drives inside and powers right through the defense.
Here's Morant. Pass to Conchar. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
He wanted to shoot that ball, but you see your teammate wide open. Be a good teammate. Make the delivery.
Booker with a screen on Morant. Paul passes to Booker. Fires the three. He buries it from three.
You can count on Booker for some three-point efficiency. He might not take as many as he used to, but still dangerous.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, BA, I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Now here's Morant. Takes it inside. Morant with the flare!
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Screen by Durant. Paul passes to Durant. The kick out to Paul. Here's the three. And Morant clears the board. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. From downtown. And it's Phoenix to rebound. Outside Paul to the inside. Here's Ayton. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton tucks it last. Now Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Adams, the pass to Jackson. Outside Bain. No good on the triple. The Suns have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Paul with it. Guarded by Morant. Out to the right wing. Pass to Okogie. Here's Durant. Off his leg. And it's whistled a kick. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Durant with a screen on Bain. Booker for 3. The shot off that time. Memphis leading. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, BA, I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Pass to Okogie. On the wing, Durant. The kick out to Paul. There's the triple. Sinks it from distance.
Although he's a pass-first kind of player, Chris Paul does enjoy catching the defenses off guard, and I love that quick shot.
Here's Morant. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Paul drives in. The kick to Durant. Back to Paul. Takes a 3. No luck on that one. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside. On the wing, Conchar. Jackson down low. Guarded by Durant. And the dunk by Jackson.
And defensively, you have to make them work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Fires from deep. Suns keep it alive. Ayton finds Paul. Outside for Booker. Clock at 6. Paul's got space. From the top of the key, he buries it. Paul's got 5.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. On the wing, Conchar. Back to Jackson. laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Jackson's got his third basket of the night.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
Durant with it. He's picked up by Bain. Paul passes to Booker. Puts up a three. And the Suns get it back. Here's Okogie. Back to Aiden. And stolen by Bain. And they're on the run. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Here's Durant driving in. And it's slammed in by Durant.
And in traffic, he uses the reverse to keep the shot blocker at bay.
What an incredible move. Not everyone has that kind of skill. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by... And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Conchar in at the three, the small forward. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. That puts them in the lead. Booker's got 6 points.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athlete's at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Good assertive play from KD, refusing to be denied on the interior.
And out of bounds. The Suns will take it.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Booker, the pass to Paul. Back to Booker. Jacks up a three. It's not going to go for him. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Jackson with it. Durant covering. And Jackson gets double teamed. Adams, the pass to Jackson. The three from Bain. Hits a three-pointer. He's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Pass to Okogie. For three, Booker knocks down the long J. Booker's got 6 in the quarter.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Now Durant. The three is up. Adams grabs the miss.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Outside for Morant. Pass to Adams. Left side Bain. And again, it's Memphis with a three. All right, Brent, you're part of the front office. Take back the curtain a little here. What do you guys do that the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, the draft process is a lot more in depth than people would ever realize. And one of the biggest things, BA, that you have to take into account is what it is, not just talent-wise you're inviting into the building, but the character and how it fits around what you've already established. So taking one guy that might be a player that you think is a great player might not be great for the current team that you have. And so the layers, they run pretty deep.
And it's Morant missing. The Suns leading. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
1:57 left to play in the half. Durant with a screen on Bain. Booker finds Durant. Back to Booker. The kick out to Paul. Stolen by by Jackson.
You've got to be sure there's an opening for the cross-court pass. Otherwise, you're just throwing it up for grabs.
Morant, the pass to Bane. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Bane's got 9 points in the quarter. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Here's Conchar. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Outside Paul. Outside Booker. All sorts of time. Kept alive. The kick out to Paul. Let's go with a three. And doesn't connect. That miss makes him 2 for 5. Memphis has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. The three from Bane. Here's Adams. Outside Morant. Pass to Conchar. Back to Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jackson. And he can't get that one. Now the Suns take it the other way.
Jaren Jackson Jr. His third personal foul. Third team foul.
Durant still has a drive to keep adding something to his game offensively, which should be scary to the rest of the league, but makes him so fun to watch.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the first half. Paul. Oh, Morant with the block. Paul finds Ayton. Second shot opportunity. The kick out to Paul. Back to Durant. From behind the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. Durant's got 8 points in the quarter.
And you can see why KD has won himself a couple scoring titles.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Suns ahead, leading by 5. Thanks, Allie. After
28.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Oh man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
And so in the game for the Suns, Damian Lee out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's T.J. Warren. Then there's Darius Baisley. And it's Biyombo in at the center position. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoying playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character. Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Baisley misses.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Williams from long range. It's hauled in by Baisley. Phoenix is going 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul. Here's Ross. Pass to Biyombo. Kicks it out to Warren. Three-pointer. And the Suns miss again. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, B.A., and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Kennard outside. Launches a three. It's stolen. It's intercepted. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Williams. Jones, the pass to Kennard. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
Phoenix ball.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
The Suns have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Here's Ross. Lee on the wing. Launches it. Counted from distance. And now it's an 8-point Suns lead.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Pass to Aldama. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Can't hit that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Now here's Biyombo. Here's Baisley. Inside. Outside Ross. Here's Biyombo. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Outside Ross. Down low. Biyombo. Good. Biyombo's got 4 points this quarter.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Timeout call. Memphis.
All right, men. The first ladies of the forum are ready to take the court. Give it for your Grizzlies.
Brooks, he's checked in for Jones.
Make some noise for your Grizzlies.
And the Grizzlies shooting right at 35%. Not getting what they want out there.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Offensive board. Williams passes to Brooks. Kicks it out to Clark. Brooks with it. Spins. Shot clock at 6. Williams with it. Started now by Biyombo. And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That's his first foul of the game. Kennard outside. He drops it from range. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. It just makes everyone on this team so much better. These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Here's Baisley. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Ross. Pass to Biyombo. 2 on the clock. Over Clark. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Memphis trailing here. Kennard outside. Here's Williams. Can't get it to drop. And Phoenix the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. Outside Warren. Back to Lee. 54 seconds left to play in the third. For 3, Warren. To the paint. Tipped away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kennard.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a handle.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And he's going for the lob. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
That one misses. So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. Adams checked in for Clark. Jaren Jackson comes in for Aldama. Conchar, he's checked in for Kennard. And it's Desmond Bane in for Brooks. Oh, it's stolen. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Ball finds Ayton. Throw it down on the lob.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
Jackson outside. It's not going to go for him. Ayton with the defensive effort. Booker for 3. And that's not going to go. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Suns on top, leading by 9. And we're just moments away from the start.
Please give a big round of applause.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, or you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Moran and Bane in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Conchar in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
For 3, Booker buries it from 3.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Here's Moran. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
I mean, what a generational talent. KD, deadly from the corner.
Here's Moran. Offensive rebound. Pass to Conchar. And here's Adams. Second chance shot. And he lays it in. Adams has gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, Adams back in the paint. That's where he lives.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Pass to Jackson. 4-3.
John Conchar, first personal foul.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Paul into the lane. Booker for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. And the Suns lead by 12.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble. Well, you can tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Durant, no good. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. And here's Morant outside. Connects from downtown.
Yeah, the quickness of Morant makes him tough to cover. He's able to pull up on a moment's notice.
Pass to Durant. On the take. Outside for Booker. To the inside. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Moran against Paul. Morant, the pass to Bane. Beyond the arc. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Now here's Booker on the wing. Durant. Lots of room. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Just doesn't second guess his shot selection, and for good reason. A lot of those go in.
Outside Morant. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And there's Adams. That one's good. On the assist by Morant.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Pass to Okogie. Durant with it. Here's the three. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half. Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad we can't release that one on target.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. From the arc.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Suns.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Kevin Durant.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Paul into the lane, over Adams. Pass to Okogie. The three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
Here's Conchar, down low. And stolen by Booker. Here's Okogie, hounded by Morant. They get it back. Now here's Ayton. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. 6 on the shot clock. Paul for three. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
And CP3 is so good at choosing when he unleashes his three-point arsenal.
And out of bounds. The Suns will take it. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they could...
Greg, these two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. Westbrook against Paul. Now here's Westbrook. Defense is right there. It doesn't go for him. And here's Phoenix. Booker with no one around. Good on the triple.
Well, if Booker is in three-point territory, the defense has got to be there on the catch. He's got such tremendous accuracy from deep.
Now here's Westbrook. And the pass to Leonard. On the wing. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
You know, Doris, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
Now Leonard, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. On the clock. Here's KD, and then Durant with the dunk.
Josh Okogie's ability to create offense for his team with his defensive ability on display right there.
Here's George. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Paul with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. And here's Booker from the arc. And no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Leonard, that's for 2. Westbrook passes to Leonard. Here's the 3. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Paul surveying the floor. Knocks it loose. Paul George with the steal. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Now, here's Westbrook. Banked in off the glass.
Well, how about the handle of Russell Westbrook? Makes that slash into the defense look easy.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Paul against Westbrook. Paul kicks to Booker. 2 minutes remaining. From deep three-point range. Phoenix no good that time either. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Kicks it out to Covington. Pass to Zubac. And easy 2 points on the way.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty fast.
Timeout call, the Suns.
Let me hear you get loud.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Durant, the pass to Paul. Booker in the corner. At the top of the key, Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Go ahead, Mr. Ayton. How about that finish?
The Clippers in the lead. Westbrook surveying the D. High post shot. Again, Los Angeles. Suns have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Westbrook against Paul for 3. Booker, happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
When you're a player like Devin Booker, whether you're playing with the ball or in this instance without, your instinct is I'm going to rise and fire on the catch.
Now here is George. A three-pointer, no good.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Kicks it out to Booker. And finished off by KD.
Well, this is what makes Kevin Durant maybe the greatest all-around scorer in the game today. Equal proficiency from every spot on the floor.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Let's give a big hand for your Clippers Breakers. For your Clippers Breakers.
The Clippers trail. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Westbrook kicks to George. Passes to Leonard. And stolen by Ayton. Here's Booker. 6 points for him. And a dunk by Booker.
Well, make the right play at the rim. Devin Booker sees an opportunity and doesn't hesitate.
Here's Westbrook. The shot's good on the assist by George. Westbrook's got 6 points. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. He notched 8 points in the quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clippers Youth Dance Team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Suns.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Westbrook passes to Zubac. Westbrook against Paul. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. A putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pass to Ayton. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Booker. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. 10 points for Devin Booker. Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Westbrook kicks to Leonard. Bangs home the trifecta. Leonard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
Kawhi Leonard pure from the corner. Nice delivery, Kawhi.
And the Suns call time.
If you want a t-shirt, come on and make some noise. Come on.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Paul, no one around him. And again, it's the Suns missing. Clippers leading by 3. To the paint. Westbrook kicks to Zubac. Leonard with no one around. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
This guy loves to help his team space the floor. You have to respect Kawhi's range. He will make you pay.
Suns trail by 6. Outside for Durant. They need this. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Court vision, intellect, basketball IQ, the masterful distributor that is Chris Paul.
Outside, George. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Clock at 6. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron. Outside for Durant. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's George. Takes it out to Covington. And there's the pass to Leonard. Covington setting the pick for Leonard. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. Paul passes to Durant. Booker, right side. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. KD drives in. And foul on the shot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the official
Previous play is under review.
constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
...are moving it, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
It's George on the wing. Right side, Westbrook. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Well, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Paul kicks to Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, true to form in today's NBA, as a big man, DeAndre Ayton has face-up ability, and that's critical.
And the Clippers call time here.
Let's give a round of applause for your Clippers. Thank you, Clippers. Let's make some noise.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. To the middle. Back to Westbrook. Puts up a 3. The Clippers rebound. Zubac kicks to Westbrook. Another shot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there. But folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
For your Clippers, Russell Westbrook at the line for 2.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play is under review.
Sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Get loud once again for your Clippers breaker.
No good on the free throw.
This guy is not only incredibly talented, but Russell Westbrook has been a tireless worker, almost obsessive in improving his craft.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Takes it out to Covington. 15 seconds left in the second quarter. George dishes to Leonard. Looking for George. He gets it there. It's the outside fadeaway. George has got 4 points in the quarter. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter of who can catch them.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Sun. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having...
And get ready for the Jabberwocky.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
His power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. And that one is stuffed right through.
That level of physicality and hops by Baisley, that's a big-time statement.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. And the wide open shot from Morris. Offensive rebound. Gordon the pass to Highland. A 3 from Morris. That shot no good. The Suns go the other way with it. Ross kicks to Payne. Back to Ross. There's the triple. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Got Terrence Ross in his comfort zone from distance. This guy has always had the eye of a sharpshooter.
Now Gordon. In the corner, Powell with it. Inside, it's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And he drives in. Ross finds Payne. Back to Ross. Tipped away. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. Just 5 to shoot. Deep 2 from Ross. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And Plumlee kicks to Powell. Here's Morris with plenty of space. Gets an open look and hits.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. That time sets up his teammate.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Payne passes to Baisley. Ross with a wide open look. Another three for Phoenix.
You have to know when to simply catch and shoot, and it serves Terrence Ross very well that time.
Eric Gordon on the wing. He's guarded by Ross.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Powell against Warren. Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Payne dishes to Ross. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Norman Powell.
And this is where Terrence Ross turns himself into a weapon. Drawing these fouls, getting to the free throw line. He is such an excellent free throw shooter.
And both free throws good for Ross. There's 1:38 left here in the third quarter. Highland passes to Gordon. He kicks it to Powell. Pass to Highland. Dishes it to Morris. 6 to shoot. Powell the pass to Morris. With the shot. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Suns leading by 6. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on them.
Oh, again, Los Angeles.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Here's Biombo. Passes it to Baisley. Ross on the wing. And it's sent back by Plumlee. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Pass to Covington. Zubac's with it. Down low. Here's George. Got it. Good job in the low post. And it's 8 points for Paul George.
Well, superstars understand the contact is part of the game. Paul George willing to play through it.
For 3, Booker, and he was able to put it up in time, but it doesn't fall. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. A 2-point game on the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. Westbrook dishes to George. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
This is a case where it's just the pure strength of Paul George, able to fight through contact so well on these shots. Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Kicks it to Covington. The pass to Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To take the lead. Covington's shot is off. They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Good chance here for Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Booker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Devin Booker found his rhythm early. He's sustaining the offense all by himself, and his teammates simply keep finding him.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Covington finds Leonard. Back to Covington. Shoots. Pass to George. 4 on the clock. And there it is for him. And the Clippers lead by 1.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He really got after him. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one.
Thank you, David. Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. Westbrook against Paul. And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Paul passes to Okogie. Kicks it out to Booker. Stolen by George.
And how about the read on that play right there? Great sense of exactly when that ball was coming from the outside.
His 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Phoenix on defense. George with no one around. Sinks the 3-pointer. Now it's a 4-point Clipper lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
There's the dish to Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. Takes the 3. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 4 assists in the game.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Zubats with the screen for George. Passes it to Zubats. The kick out to Westbrook. Leonard looking over the floor. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots it. Here's Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Good to see a player going all out for the games this time.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Okogie. Covington with the steal. Left side, Westbrook. He kicks it to Leonard. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
Okogie for 3. For 3. Booker, another 3 for Phoenix.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Westbrook kicks to Covington. Nails the tray.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Paul with the 3. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
That's a statement from Chris Paul. He understands game is in the balance. It's my time.
Covington finds Westbrook. Up top, Covington. Pass to Leonard. box, trying to break loose. With 1 on the clock.
That's an encouraging sign for sure. Boy, when DeAndre Ayton is hustling and focused, he can send it back with the best of them.
It's George on the wing, and the Clippers call time here. They're down by 1. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
This is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw up play to make it happen.
Oh, wow, unable to get a shot off in time, and they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up a shot clock violation. Phoenix with the ball. And so it's Phoenix who scrape by with the win. They break the hearts. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
on the players, but most importantly, it's for the fans. Brian.
Yeah, can't wait to experience it firsthand, Allie. Thank you. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Conchar in at the 3. Jackson down low, covered by Covington. Releases. Jackson gets the bucket. We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Kicks it to George. This one for 3. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
Confident shot by George off the hot pass. Doesn't waste time thinking about his selection.
Pass to Bain. Here's Conchar. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Zubats. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Bain. George against Moran. George's shot is off.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Now here's Westbrook. Zubats high post. Adams is there. Here's Covington. Pass to Conchar. Right side Bain. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Back to Leonard from outside the arc, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
George can make the tough passes. He can also make the easy ones, too. No way he was going to miss the wide-open man on that one.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Westbrook against Bain. The 3-ball. Pass to Adams. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Ivica Zubats.
Some consider Adams to be the strongest player in the league. He never backs down from a physical challenge.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, BA. Well, the Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
Now here's Westbrook. Back to Covington. Adams grabs the miss.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Morant, the pass to Bain. And that one's good.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved. When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
Now here's Westbrook. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Foul Clippers.
But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
And then Morant with the dunk.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
Leonard passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Morant with a screen on Covington. To the wing, right side. Adams against Leonard. And the dunk by Jackson.
And he's no stranger to contact inside. Love watching Jackson bully his way through aggressive defense.
Kicks it to George. Back to Westbrook. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Pass to Conchar. And here's Jackson. Bain with it. Inside. Clock at 6. And it's Adams missing. Leonard against Adams. To the middle. Here's Westbrook. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
That's the area of the floor where Westbrook's efficiency scoring the ball is fantastic.
Pass to Conchar. Now Jackson. Missed inside. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies up by 4.
And your Clippers Houston team. Here we go, fans.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies. So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Conchar in at the 3. Now here's Westbrook. Here's Leonard. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And if the defense leaves a man open, Westbrook will find him. Russell's floor awareness helps him rack up the assist.
Timeout call, Memphis. Memphis leading. Up top, Morant. Leonard defending. And then Morant with the jam!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism. Every night, John Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Morant. To the inside, Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
A big target with good hands. Jackson doing damage in the pick and roll.
Well, you talk about the D Morant has to face. Yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
Here's Morant. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Here's Adams. It's rebounded by Zubac. The Clippers trail. Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. George, good.
Over his career, George has put up great numbers from deep. The ultimate 3-and-D player.
Outside Morant. Outside Bain. From downtown. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Pass to Conchar. Back to Jackson. Now here's Morant. Outside Bain. Here's Adams. It's stolen by Leonard. Here we go, one-on-one. And George with the jam.
Over his career, Kawhi has become a willing passer. One of his many improvements since being drafted in 2011.
Now here's Morant. He's got 7. Adams finds Jackson. Covington grabs the board. For Los Angeles, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Stolen by Jackson. And the Grizzlies call time here.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
Let's have some applause for your Clippers Spirit Dynasty.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Adams with the ball. Tries to snap the cold streak. Clock at 4. And here's Morant outside. The offensive rebound. Outside Bain. The 3. The shot comes out. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. And there's Leonard on the assist by Westbrook. And now it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
You see how composed Leonard is close to the bucket? Knows exactly how to score at will.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A minute 4 left in the second period. Out to the right wing. And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 57 seconds left in the second quarter. Leonard passes to Covington. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover.
I just don't love the passing angle there. Might have been better to reset.
Moran against George. Oh, misses the dunk. The Clippers have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Now here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Timeout called the Grizzlies.
Time for features. Thank you, Clippers Spirit.
There's 21 seconds left in the first half. 6 to shoot. And he drives in. And again, another missed shot.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
He gets it off. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. Appreciate it, Allie.
Your Clippers. 25. The Grizzlies. 18.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Paul George has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Eric Gordon is out there with Terrence Mann. Then it's Norman Powell. Then it's Mason Plumlee. And it's Morris in at the 4. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Now here's Kennard. Good on the bucket. Kennard's gotten his first basket of the night. And RJ, you had 4 finals appearances in your career. You've seen what it takes to win, man. So how important is depth when you're chasing a championship?
Depth is so important. I'll tell you a quick story. When we lost to the San Antonio Spurs and Steve Kerr had the most random impact. He came in the game, hit 1 or 2 threes. We couldn't double team Tim Duncan after that. Then Tim Duncan went on to have like a 40, 20, whatever game because we couldn't stop him. And so I learned that the role players will have such key moments, and that's why I was so focused in 2016 because I remember what Steve Kerr did to us.
Now here's Brooks. And about Brooks, becoming a staple in the middle of this lineup, Richard.
Plays the 2 and 3 positions on the floor and scores it really well. But most importantly, he's out there for his defensive effort and intensity. He is a versatile player that any team would love to have.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dylan Brooks proved he was a big game player, going in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
Snatched away.
And absolutely no one was falling for that crossover move. Just wasted energy out there.
To the right side. Here's Aldama, guarded by Morris. And Morris over to help. Shot clock at 5. The kick out to Williams. Here's Brooks. It's wide right, hits off the rim. You know, talking about Dylan Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
Here's Mann. Inside. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now here's Brooks. Clark, the pass to Kennard. Brooks outside. Here's Aldama. Back to Williams.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Second personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Here's Kennard. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Down low. And Clark with a block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
LA basketball.
Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. Gordon, the pass to Plumlee, and the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
Brandon Clark, first personal foul.
Free throw is off from Plumlee. Memphis trailing here. Here's Aldama, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Now Brooks to the paint. Kicks it out to Kennard. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. And it's Brooks missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this 3rd quarter. Here's Powell. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Kicks it out to Clark. From deep. Not going to go that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. Here's Powell. Pass to Gordon. Here's Mann. Counted from distance. Mann's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
They get it again. The kick out to Williams. Williams on the wing. Back to Brooks. To the inside. Oh, that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Kicks it to George. And And a miss there on the triple.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Looking to end the run. Morant. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Here's Leonard. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And then Morant with the dunk.
Okay, I see you, John, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Here's Leonard. The shot's good. Leonard's got 11 points.
Oh, unselfish basketball from Covington. Now, his teammates appreciate his willingness to hit them when they're open.
Conchar, good.
You just can't give up looks that close to the rim.
And we've reached the end of the third. Clippers ahead, leading by 7. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bade in the backcourt together. And it's Conchar in at the 3. The small forward hits the trifecta.
Yeah, I love seeing Covington make fast decisions, wasting no time firing off the catch.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Outside Bane. Jackson on the wing. Tries again. Great D that time from Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Pass to George. Leonard outside. Fires for 3. And Morant clears the board. For Memphis, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Left side Morant. Here's Adams, and it's slammed in by Adams.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Here's Westbrook. Oh, and Jackson with the block. They recover it. Out to Leonard. Bane with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Russell Westbrook. That's his 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. It's stolen by Leonard.
He saw the pass coming a mile away. He was perfectly positioned to intercept it.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
Now here's Leonard. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Leonard against Morant. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement. Whoa! Slamming it home on the taller defender. What swag.
Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Bane. Morant against George. Zubac with a screen on Morant. Here's George. And the jam by George.
And we know George is a great shooter, but when he's attacking the rim like that, it gives this team a whole different attitude.
Adams finds Jackson. That 3's off the mark.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Here's Westbrook, and the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Right side, Moran. Pass to Bain. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And here are the Clippers now. After the basket by Memphis. Here's George. Shot clock at 6. Back to Leonard. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
A minute and a half left to play in the fourth. Here's Jackson.
The defensive versatility Covington provides is huge. He's able to guard multiple positions with his length and speed.
Here's George. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Bain, the pass to Moran. Going inside. And then Moran with the jam.
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Look, we talk about Morant having that it factor, and then he makes the biggest play of the night.
Now here's Leonard. And it's in.
It's been great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Adams, the pass to Jackson from deep. Bain. And they get it back. Back to Jackson. Pass to Moran. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Moran. And we have to take another look at that block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. George outside. Driving in. Leonard for 3. On target from range. Now it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That's his first foul. And the Clippers have possession. It's George on the wing. So the Clippers win it. Boy, they did. Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight.
players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. Desmond Bain out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Ayton attacking. Lets it go from deep. And a Kobe hit from deep.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies for just a minute. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound these guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a three.
Now Jackson, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Jackson kicks to Jones. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Booker with no one around buries it from three-point range.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
There's Jackson with the three. Adams finds Jones. Ayton against Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Bane passes to Jones. There's the lob to Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
This is a big target coming off the pick and roll. Jaren's lethal in this set.
Here's a Kobe. Pass to Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. For three, Booker. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Bane. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
The range on Desmond Bane's stroke opens up a lot of driving avenues.
It's stolen by Adams. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it. The fast break chance. And there's Jackson on the assist by Brooks. And it's 6 points for Jaren Jackson. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Nailed from three-point land.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
So the wing on the left. And Adams kicks to Jackson. Outside, Jones. Back to Jackson. The shot misses. Durant with some nice D. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Phoenix.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Now here's Durant. Paul, no one around him. No good on the three.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Jackson finds Jones. Jackson setting the pick here for Jones. And Jackson throws it down hard.
One thing that makes Jaren such a great alley-oop target is his hands, measured at enormous 10 inches long.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
No, that's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Outside Jackson. Back to Bane. And it's Brooks in the corner. Kicks it out to Jones. From downtown, Booker pulls it in. Phoenix has gone 4-6 from long range here early on. Paul dishes to Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Okogie. Booker outside. Durant up top. And that one hits back iron.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Paul with the three. Action coming off the assist from Katie.
I think the pull-up jump shot is one of the most dangerous shots in Chris Paul's arsenal. He is so quick on the draw with that shot.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. He comes away with a...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Reason why, excellent spacing. They may not stay this hot all game, but hard to bet against them.
So on the floor for Memphis, Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks, and it's Jones in at the point. Dylan Brooks seems like a very spirited player, Smitty. He plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brooks has got 5 points now this quarter.
Confident and relatively efficient from 3. Brooks gives you another person who can space the floor.
And the basket by Okogie.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Bain outside for Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The height and the reach. That makes Jackson practically unstoppable.
Booker finds Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Durant inside. Guarded by Jackson. Okogie for 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Okogie's got a pair of triples in the second half for the Suns. Jones up top, defended by Paul. Here's Jackson. The shot, no good. Nice defense from KD.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Aiden's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Phoenix leading by 5. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Sinks the triple. Okogie's got 12 points in the game.
You can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
And that one is good. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next step, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
The Suns shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
An experienced veteran in this league, Chris Paul offers valuable insight both on and off the floor.
Now here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Ball passes to Ayton. The Grizzlies pull it in. Outside, Bain. Outside, Jones. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside, Jackson. And the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
No one covered. Booker's got the lead up to 9 now for the Suns.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Brooks misses. And here's Phoenix. They're on a 15-6 run. Outside Durant, the pass to Booker. Dishes to Ayton. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Here is Durant, following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Paul looking around. Booker against Payne. And Katie, here we go. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
Steven Adams picks one up.
He covers so much ground with every stride. Hard to get into position against KD.
And the first one drops. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And KD drops them both.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
And it's Morant missing. And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Booker, no good. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. It's Morant with the drive. And the shot goes in.
With the ball on the string, Ja Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
Paul kicks to Durant. Drives to the hoop. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw up contact.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Biombo, he's checked in for DeAndre. TJ Warren comes in for Josh Okogie. Ross, he's checked in for Devin Booker. And it's Payne in for Paul.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
Durant wide open, he fires. Phoenix no good that time either. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
Your Suns, 39. The Grizzlies, 28.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. We've got Bismack Biyombo playing out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's TJ Warren, and it's Baisley into the power forward position.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The assist.
Morant's got 6.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
Payne kicks to Ross. Over Kennard. That one a little long. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Morant passes to Aldama. Here's Conchar. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
Here's Baisley. And it's off from 3-point range.
Phoenix foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And that one misses.
When you look at Luke Kennard's free throw percentage, if you're the defense, you might want to keep him away from the line.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turns things around.
Oh, heads up play by Warren. spotting a wide open shooter and delivering a dime.
Morant passes to Concho. To the inside, Clark. Morant outside. With the drive. A shot that time, not on target. And Phoenix will come the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That'll be his second foul of the game. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. There's the pick. Here's Ross. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice play there from Terrence Ross to create something on the trip and earn his way to the line.
The Suns have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And both free throws good for Ross. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Here's Morant. It's Biyombo with the rebound.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw good from Warren. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Payne kicks to Ross. No one near him. Jump shot is good. Ross has got 4 this quarter.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
Serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
And Morant throws it down.
I love his attitude. Ja Morant has the initiative to go after steals.
To the left wing for 3. The shot by Beasley, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Biyombo. And then Biyombo with the dunk.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Hit by Clark. Now here's Morant for 3. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Got that one up quick. Beasley's got 6.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Phoenix leading by 15. Outside Warren. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Jones checked in for Morant. Now, here's Warren. Misses the 3. Here's Conchar. Jones looking for an opening. Kennard's shot is off. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Ross with a wide open look hits the 3-point bomb. Ross has got 7 points for the quarter.
When he gets a good look at the basket, Ross has no problem drilling a 3.
Jones the pass to Kennard. Here's Conchar. With 1 on the clock, what a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, 1 eye on the clock. Nice job.
What I love, there was no panic.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Suns lead by 16. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Devin Booker.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing.
Oh, what a play!
And As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
KD dishes to Booker. Pass to Okogie. A three. The shot, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. The three from Morant. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Morant's got 22 points.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Special. There just aren't many guys like him who can accelerate to the rim and finish in style.
Morant kicks to Bane. Lets the three fly. For the three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Beautiful mechanics from Desmond Bane. Doesn't need much time to get his shot off.
Pass to Okogie. Suns moving the ball around. To the paint. Ball passes to Okogie. Stolen by Brooks. For the finish. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Brooks' mental game. Great anticipation on that steal.
Outside for Durant. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Suns lead by 11.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
Driving inside. Oh, and he misses the dunk. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Conchar is checked in for Memphis.
John Conchar.
Suns leading by 11. Paul kicks to Booker. Back to Paul. The feed now to Booker. Passes it to KD. Booker outside. Shot clock at 5. Paul for three. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Here's Morant. Jackson finds Adams. Outside, Bane. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Paul. Outside, KD. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 6 assists in the game. Conchar, the pass to Bane. The Grizzlies with another miss. It's stolen. Outside Jackson. It's rebounded by Durant. Phoenix leading by 14. Paul dishes to Booker. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Payne for three. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Suns.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for KD.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
And it's Morant missing. On offense, here are the Suns. And Durant, here we go. And finished off by KD.
taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Paul with the ball. Now defended by Bain. Stolen by Jackson. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morant passes to Adams. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
First personal foul.
And the muscle from Adams there. Able to take the hit and still finish off the shot.
One shot.
And Adams, no good on that one. And here are the Suns now. They're on a 14-5 run. And Booker kicks to Paul. Back to Booker. There's the three. It's rebounded by Memphis. The three from Morant. He's off on that one. So it's the Suns winning easily here. This game may not. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
What should be an excellent matchup. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. Now here's Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. This should be an active game. Two squads that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Booker's shot is good.
This is the type of play where Devin Booker's going to gain a lot of confidence and might start getting aggressive.
Ball against Westbrook. Outside Covington. Pass to Zubac. Leonard for 3. The Suns clear it.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Paul draws the double. Here's Ayton. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
Booker can't get it to go. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. George finds Covington. No good there. Booker with the defensive effort. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Paul. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Outside Paul. Lets it fly. Oh, yes, the turnaround. And it's the Clippers ball, trailing by 2. Pass to Zubac. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook.
And Russell right now playing heads up, looking for guys.
Booker against George. Here's Okogie. Fires the 3. Pure from three-point range.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Yeah, no question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Pass to Zubac.
2 minutes remaining in the front.
Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Nice shot by Okogie.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Booker. Ball against Covington. George for 3. That shot is off. So Phoenix will take it the other way.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone to the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
The defense kind of opened up for him, and he took full advantage.
1:10 left in the first quarter here. Paul finds Booker. The fadeaway. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Booker's got 5 points. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And just for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
It's George on the wing for three. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got 5 assists tonight. Right side Paul, outside Booker. Another shot. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
I know, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Timeout called. The Suns.
Here come the T-shirts, everyone. Who wants one? Get loud. Coming out onto the floor.
20 seconds left in the first quarter.
All right, Suns.
Ball against Westbrook. Booker pass to Aiden. Over Zubac. Phoenix no good that time either. George outside. The three-pointer off the mark. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Clippers ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team. All right, Suns.
There's some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Well, I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line. Drained a good number from beyond the arc this year.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker on the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie. And it's Aiden in at the 5. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And Kawhi Leonard continuing in the offseason to tinker with his game, trying to find ways to improve upon it, always working hard to bring something out the next season.
Westbrook, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
Also, Westbrook just out there and focused, trying to find ways in which he can help out his team to secure any win.
Now here's George. He's got 6. Pass to Covington. 5 to shoot. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Covington's got his first 3 points of the game.
Covington knocking one down and showing some confidence in his ability.
And that one's good by Durant.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Outside Paul. Uses the glass on the layup. And it's a tie ball game.
He's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
Now here's Leonard. Give him 8 points now. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Leonard's got 10 points in the game. Westbrook against Paul. Inside. Pass to Aiden. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
Well, you bump me, and I'm going to bump you back as Aiden not afraid to get physical with the defender.
Westbrook finds George. Tries the spin move. Leonard on the wing. Zubac with a screen on Durant. Leonard passes to Zubac. And here's George. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here.
This is where PG, at his height, because of his size, has got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
Outside for Booker. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to
get up to bring down. And that might be a 50, or are we going 100 or 1,000? Westbrook with a unique combination of power and athleticism.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix. Haynes checked in for the Suns. The Suns trailing. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Durant. Three-pointer. Goes back up. Here's Ayton. And he'll draw the foul. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
He's off on the first. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints, but probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Zubats with a screen on Durant. Here's Leonard. Kicks it to George. The three is up. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And we've got 1:18 left to play in the first half of basketball. It's Booker on the wing. The kick to Durant. And the Suns miss again. The Clippers in the lead. Here's George. It's stolen. Payne against Westbrook. Pass to Okogie. And so they foul intentionally.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Durant still has a drive to keep adding something to his game offensively, which should be scary to the rest of the league, but makes him so fun to watch.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA break.
Oh man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous, and this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
The kick to Durant. Lets the three fly. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Just unbelievable range. Kevin Durant exploiting the perimeter weakness in the defense that time.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. The three, George. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. George has got his third bucket of the night.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
That's a nice contest. That's not going to show up in the box.
Thanks very much, Allie.
Your Suns, 33. The Clippers, 31.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Marcus Morris out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Mason Plumlee. Then it's Terrence Mann. And it's Gordon in at the 2. Los Angeles has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Payne drives.
Blocking foul called on Eric Gordon. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Baisley. Pass to Biyombo. And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That's his first foul of the game.
After committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Takes the 3. Back to Mann. Now here's Gordon. Morris on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. The Suns clear it.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Payne, pass to Ross. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Here's Warren. It's good from the top of the key. Warren's got his first points of the night.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
Gordon outside. To the middle. Here's Morris. Out left to the wing. Powell outside. Shoots. And that one's long. The Suns leading. Pass to Biyombo. Ross with it. Launches it. Plumlee pulls down the board. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Mann, defended by Payne. And that one's good. Man.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks. Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State, Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
Pass to Morris. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Phoenix ball.
Phoenix has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. And for Mann, proving he belongs, earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
NBA, I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. It just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes.
The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brent.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Baisley. And the shot goes in. Baisley's got his first basket.
And you like that about Baisley is he's able to get to the inside and keep that touch.
Here's Powell. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And it's going to go on Cameron Payne.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. That was their most wins in the season in franchise history. Just didn't play out there.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Zubats, he's checked in for Plumlee. Covington comes in for Morris. George, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Westbrook in for Mann. And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. Make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
A minute 15 left in the third quarter here. Pass to Zubats. And that's an intentional foul.
Devin Booker, second personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac.
It's both from the stripe. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third quarter here. Paul passes to Ayton. Back to Paul. Outside Booker. Up top, Ayton. To the inside. And he banks in the layup. Paul's got 6.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Pass to George. From behind the arc. Covington. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one. The Suns have gone 4 of 8 in the third. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Booker finds Ayton. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
George outside. Lets it go from the wing. And again, it's the Clippers converting. Here's Paul. To the paint. Zubats with the steal. Off target from downtown. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Ayton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Well, what makes Kawhi Leonard so effective on those kinds of drives is the kind of pace he goes at it with. He's able to decipher the defense and knows where the help is coming from, and yet he still scores.
Phoenix has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. The kick to Durant. Let's go with a 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Westbrook. Out to Covington. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Covington. Durant against Leonard. Clock at 6. Back to Covington. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
You love how Kawhi has developed this part of his game, just able to find teammates and rack up assists.
Booker, the pass to Paul. There's the 3. And the Suns get it back. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Durant. Zubac with the steal.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Monty Williams was saying to his team. This is anyone's game. So he told them, stay aggressive, stay hungry. We can't afford to let up on the energy out there. He's hoping they'll finish with a flurry. Guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Booker for three. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
You would expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. Back to Westbrook. And the layup is good off the glass.
Westbrook motoring through the maze of defenders right there, and the explosive finish.
It's stolen by Leonard. And here's the fast break. George for three, and the three-pointer goes. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
They've been fantastic tonight, really enforcing giveaways and getting scores on the other end. I mean, you get a few more possessions like that, your confidence grows, you win that turnover battle.
Okogie's shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Westbrook, pass to Covington. Kicks it to George. And the jam by George.
Paul George stepping up big time.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're behind by 4. 1:52 left in the fourth. .152 left in the fourth. Paul for three. Sinks it from distance.
I just love how Chris Paul steps up and nails crucial baskets. A huge momentum-changing shot there.
Pass to Covington. And here's Zubac. Stolen by Ayton. Paul passes to Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Durant's got 5 points in the quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Suns?
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Booker for three. Another three for Phoenix.
This guy wants those kind of shots. That's Devin Booker. Wow.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're behind by 4. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Leonard. It's George on the wing. Zubac screen down low to win the run. Money.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Ball finds Ayton. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
Here's Westbrook. George outside. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Leonard. Now here's Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he's going to the... And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge. Asking for a review. This could be a big call.
And even with the coach's challenge,
2 shots.
Previous players under these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look. So
after the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Paul against Westbrook, and they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out.
He can't be happy with fouling out, but the game seems out of reach anyways.
Not much more you can say about CP3. Name the better floor leader. There's not one.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
George passes to Covington, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Covington. The Suns win it. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the